We got there's another podcast on YouTube. You may have heard of it called the Full Send Podcast. You know those guys pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Those are all buddies. Those are all buddies of ours.
Love them.
Kyle, Steve, all those guys. They had a pretty controversial guest on.
He's our president. What do you mean he's controversial?
No, hey, listen. I'm not saying he's not controversial. You know, I'm just saying, is he not controversial?
Sure.
Okay. So
president. Right. Good president of the United States.
Right. So, did you make that happen? That episode? Like, were you the one that landed the guest?
Yeah.
You got to land us a guest.
Yeah, you know.
We need Rogan, man.
Did it upset you when they took it down?
Well, that's where I was.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's insane. Why? Why would they do that? Why would they take that? And what was bad about that interview that should have been taken down?
So the reason,
if you look at all the shit that's on the fucking internet, that's what you're going to take down? You're fucking kidding me?
ISIS is just sawing off somebody's head. They're like, no, that's fine. Leave it up. Take down that Trump podcast.
So the reason was
Middle Eastern, that's okay.
The reason was from YouTube was that it covered a topic which they have been flagging and taking down, which was conversations about election fraud. And by the way, this is not from me. This is their opinion. Because those conversations they believe were a contributor to what happened on January 6th, right? To the riots. So shit, I completely lost my fucking train of thought.
I think you're doing great.
No, so where I was going with it was my concern was have we not reached a point now where we can have conversations about that stuff without being as worried about there being some sort of fucking like bro, nobody's good because Full Send puts a podcast out with the president and talks about the election fraud. No one's gonna be like, damn, it was on Full Send, like let's go burn down a fucking school. Like
total crock of shit. Total crock of shit. But you saw on the podcast, Trump told them this podcast will be taken down.
That's crazy.
He told them that.
Foreshadowed
it. It's crazy. And yeah, that thing, did you see it on Spotify? It's the number 2. I mean, that thing was on its way to pull some serious.
It got pulled from Spotify as well?
No, it's on Spotify. It's Rogan's number 1 and they're number 2 on Spotify.
For that episode.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because we're the number 1 podcast in the world, like unequivocally.
Yeah.
How do we get into a conversation?
Well,
hold on now. How do we get to a conversation where companies and private organizations can remove your freedom of speech? Like, how is it that I'll tell you, because the guidelines don't support misinformation, whatever that is, and who. But we're in a country that abides by that.
Who decides? Who decide
in our country
what misinformation is?
That's
especially when you start talking about COVID.
I mean, at this.
Are you fucking shitting me? Who's got the misinformation?
Who do you
fucking believe?
Who's got the information?
Who do you believe?
Who do I believe, Dan?
Right?
I don't know.
And where did COVID go? Fuck did COVID go?
Oh, this podcast is probably going to go down too.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me be the guy to say it. This podcast is probably be taken down.
Where did COVID go? Where is it?
That's a valid fucking
there's a war going on now, so.
Oh, so COVID's gone. So think about this, right? We're talking weeks ago. This wasn't like fucking months ago or years ago. Weeks ago. We all still had to be COVID tested. There were fucking lines of cars parked up for fucking miles for people to do the drive-through COVID testing. And you couldn't go here and you're going to go there. Gone.
The tents are gone too. They packed them up.
Gone.
What the fuck, man?
Poof.
I mean, dude, listen, I'll always sit here and play devil's advocate. Whether or not I agree with you, I'll sit here and play devil's advocate. The answer that you're going to get is we saw a massive, 95% decrease in cases, whatever it was, based on I'm just saying.
The timing is fucking kind of impeccable, huh?
No, but we had an Omicron surge, which got basically everyone. And what happened was, as opposed to what I believe is as opposed to efficacy of vaccine, you saw what a lot of people were calling for from the start, which was herd immunity. You saw everybody got it. So everybody fucking got it. So now people aren't getting it because everybody fucking got it. It's basically like every city's Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like
so it fucking just everybody got it and it died with the Omicron.
Well, listen, like I said, this is
that thing was fucking mutating and it was coming through fucking, Omicron killed it all. That's it. It's over.
All right, maybe
we all got it.
Maybe it was Putin.
The herd got it and fucking that's it. It's over.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I
bullshit.
want to bring up a point, a talking point.
But you know what fucking pisses me off more than all of that is that there were so many people that lost their jobs, businesses, so many families were destroyed. Nurses and doctors that didn't want to get vaccinated were fired. The heroes that we called heroes were now villains. And then all of a sudden,
I just am curious, like where the blame lies. Like clearly the response to it was not good.
So let me say this. So this is the discussion. You've made some points. I've made some points.
Sure.
Is this misinformation? This is a fucking discussion.
No.
This is a discussion.
I don't believe it is. I think the way that we are handling the discussion, this is what our team would say. This is what our guy with the J would say. Since we are offering counterpoint to point and discussing it openly with both sides being considered.
That's how America works.
100%. But, and I'm sure you can agree with this, there are a lot of shows who don't do a good job of balancing point and counterpoint. And so you end up with these fucking steamroll. I mean, dude, go back to the days of fucking Alex Jones when he was on top of the world with InfoWars.
He's a bad example.
So bad. You're right. He's an outlier. But I'm just saying.
You couldn't have gone further.
yo, whose side are you on, Mike?
I'm offering a counterpoint. And I'm not, I will always do this. I'll
But
always
way
play
more
devil's
people
advocate.
than Alex Jones are getting ripped off the fucking internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or getting fucking ripped down.
100%.
Right. But
I just meant just meant his ability to activate an audience without a counterpoint. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But even nuts,
Right.
you take the nuttiest of the nutty, are entitled to have an opinion in America.
Let's go.
They can have an opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what? And you as another American can agree with it or not agree with it.
I'm a first gen because my parents were going to get killed for having an opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why that shit means a lot to me, bro.
It's true.
So
It should mean a lot to everybody. It should mean a lot to everybody. The fact that Trump's podcast with Full Send got taken down is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And more importantly, it's scary. Very fucking scary.
I agree 100%. I think
Voter
it's
fraud, my fucking ass. Bullshit.
Oh, Dana. Well, now this.
We'll be
so long.
Shit.
Well, no, but he's not saying
Bullshit.
No,
He's
but
a
he's
good
not.
podcast.
But we're not talking about it. He's not making claims about election fraud. So we can say election fraud, but it's I guess. Listen, that fucking podcast was getting taken down no matter what.
100%.
It didn't fucking matter.
Has nothing to do with election
You got a
fraud.
controversial political figure going on a show run by people who are 40 miles over the fucking line on everything they do. They got a target on their back.
Political figure was the 45th president of the fucking United States.
I'm not denying that or
You're
calling that.
acting you keep talking like he's Alex Jones. He's fucking the president of the United States.
I understand that. I'm not.
That's insane. It's fucking batshit nuts.
But it would be even more batshit nuts to claim for even a second that he's not a controversial figure. You know what I'm not saying that. I'm just simply saying everybody
shit just
sound
went
whatever. I
silent.
know.
Me too. We've been dealing with it this whole day.
fuck.
Oh my God,
Okay.
YouTube's ahead of it. They're just cutting it off while we're doing it.
Can we get that looked at?
Thanks.
They're way out ahead of this one.
I mean, look, we.
I'll tell you when it's back.
Yeah,
but it's wild.
But
100%.
this is a topic that more and more people need to talk about and need to discuss. It's crazy. Listen, this world that we live in, we're all becoming so dependent on social media. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody's worst fucking nightmare is that your shit gets taken down. Oh no, I can't run my business, or I don't have an opinion, or I don't have a voice, or I don't have this or that. But you have to start looking at the consequences of something like the Full Send podcast being taken down.
But what do we do?
I'm on it. Believe me, I'm on it.
Are you working?
I'm working on shit.
Legislature?
I'm working on shit literally all fucking weekend. I've been working on this. And
You're pissed.
Huh?
You're fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be scared, bro.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
This is what I think.
It's scary.
I think somebody said this to me and it really fucked me up. It says a prisoner who doesn't know he's in prison is the best slave. So all these people are like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I go, you guys have no idea what you're building up to.
That sounds extreme, but he's not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong.
Now.
You're working on it. What are you doing?
They're not back
Shit
now.
back on.
Yo. Yeah, mine's still not working. Is yours?
Yeah.
Is yours working?
No.
Me either.
Take them off.
Fuck it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you working on?
What can people do to help?
That's true.
That's not a petition.
You have to start looking at. First of all, you have to start looking at alternative social media platforms that don't censor. Okay, and it's one thing when you say, and it's easy. You got a guy that you don't like Trump. Oh, fuck him. You know what I mean? Good. We don't have to see his tweets and we don't have to do this and that. No, till you say something they don't like, or until somebody else says something they don't like. That this country was built on free speech, man. It's our God-given right. And you don't have to agree with everybody. And it's actually better when you don't agree, because what happens is it starts conversation, it starts debate. And it's just one of the things that have made this such a great country is that we have that right. When you have a company or corporation or government that can come in and fucking tell you what you can and can't say, it's just, we're in a scary place. And I was watching this guy that Rogan had on, and he said, how do you get to a place where a lot of your freedoms get ripped away?
Is it Peterson? Jordan Peterson?
You do it, yeah,
Little by little.
Yeah,
little by little by little.
They
by
push
little.
somebody a
Seen that
few
clip
feet, and then
everywhere.
they push them a few.
And it starts to actually feel normal, especially when you start to do it to the younger generation who hasn't lived as long as we have, and lived the life that we've lived, and understand what your freedoms really are in this country.